Hello world, I'm Carp. Welcome back to Sunless Sea, where we have just left Mr. Sachs here at Avid Horizon, and now we would like to make our way to Polythream, I think the place was called where we wanted to go. It's in our objectives here. Collect from Polythream in the Sea of Voices. Yes. So, I don't know where that is. Like, not absolutely sure. I think it's usually like in this area here. So we're gonna go down here to Shepherd Isle to Abbey Rock and then like start trying to find Polythream. Because the Cherry Man wants something from there and we can't go back to London. Oh, we're hurt. Sleep when you're dead. You're hurt. You should really be in bed. Spend time in bed. It really is where you should be. This will heal a wound. Oh. Sure. Okay, because we got a wound last time, and apparently at 3 wounds you die, and I thought that was just something we had to deal with, but no, this actually healed one of our... I mean, it cost a supply and we're pretty low on supplies, because once again, I accidentally pressed R to use one supply to repair some of our ship, which I didn't mean to do, but I always forget the fact that when I start recording, I press Control R to start recording, and if I am in this window in the game while I'm doing that, the game will start repairing my ship, so... We spent one over... Where am I going? Oh yeah, the Shepherd Isle, right. That's where we're headed, and since we're heading through dark, we're heading through what looks to be like a snowstorm. We're gonna be seeing all of this, because this is new area we're going through. Like I said, sometimes I'm not gonna show the sailing when we're going through areas that are safe and areas we know, but when we're going through new areas I will show the sailing, or if there is something that might be a bit dangerous. Did we check out that... No, we did not check out that maelstrom. We probably could have gotten some fragments if we'd looked at it. I hope we can buy some stuff from Shepherd Isle. Really hope that we can buy some stuff from Shepherd Isle. Oh, need to go a little bit more... Which way? I'm trying to think which way is port and which way is starboard. Not really sure. It's not like it matters to me that much, but you know, if you're playing a sailing game, it gives a little bit more of an authentic air if you use the authentic terms when you can. But hey, here's Shepherd Isles, which is very nice. Yeah, we gotta hope that they are selling some supplies and some fuel, or maybe buying... We probably have something we can sell. I know we have some Scintillac for sure. Ooh, let's turn off our lights because that looks like a pirate. Yeah, it's a pirate. Oh, but we could take them. Yeah, let's just we'll go to Shepherd Isles first. We'll take the port report. Picnic at Standing Stones. Unlike 5 echoes. Now let's have a picnic over here. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir, and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water, and row you over to the stone. An odd find. Your sailors watch the firefly shimmer, swap shanties, pass around the grog, and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined zeebats. Grasses nod in the breeze. Across the dark water, the lights of the Abbey Rock glow watchfully. Your bosun hands you something. Find a rock. Your bosun. Pretty sure it's dead. So we have one ambiguous elith. Okay. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you. There are no actual shepherds on Shepherd Isle. Oh yeah, we've seen this before. So what was that thing? Is it something that's in our hold? Ambiguous elith. This cannot be sold in London. Right. Okay. Anything else we got here to do? Nope. Right. So. Wait. You got any shops? You have shops. Good. We'll buy at least 3 supplies, and you know what? Let's fill up our cargo hold, and we get enough money to buy 1 more fuel. So let's hope that what we got here is enough for us to find Polythream. Now I was thinking about going to Abbey Rock first just to get the port report, but since really finding Polythream is like super necessary for us, we're not gonna go to anywhere. Ooh, Station 3. Okay, well, we were supposed to go there as well, so this is actually super lucky. We had, like, the package we found in Vendabyte that was supposed to be brought here. Also, how many secrets do I have? Could I, like, speak to someone and increase our things? We have 12 secrets. So maybe we should increase some of our stats. What stats would we increase? I'd like to increase our pages. Can any of you increase our pages? Increase your rails. Can you increase our pages? You increase our hearts. Can you increase? You increase mirrors. You increase veils. You increase iron. Right, what about you guys? Increase our pages. Yes, I want to increase our pages to 30. Okay. And how many secrets do we have left? 10. Let's increase our mirrors. You increased mirrors, did you not? Yes, we'll increase that to 65. And we'll increase iron to 45. And we'll still have 4 secrets left, so we can do things if it looks like we need to do things. Basically, what would be smart would be to save them until we see that there are, like, checks that require a particular skill, and then just use all of our secrets to increase our chances in the check. That's how I usually do things in, well, pretty much any kind of game that allows me to hold on to my stat boosting things. Hey, here we are at station 3. Let's send out our Z-Bet just to see if it finds something else. I was like, what we got here? There's something here, but it's the Canet, of course, I know about that. Station 3. We may infer a station 1 and a station 2. We may conjecture a station 4. Do we have shops here? There are no shops here. Machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire. But the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship the only one in harbor. Okay, so let's deliver the longbox. The only way past the wall is an unimposing but sturdy-looking triple-locked gate, silvery metal. A sign beside it reads "Deliveries." The gate stands open. You'll need a longbox to enter station 3 and explore further. Yeah, I have that. There are no stevedores, however, and no wagons waiting to help with the heavy cargo. There's only a sign which reads "Deliveries" and a painted hand which points insolently up a rock-cut staircase. Make a delivery. There is cargo in the hold marked for this destination. A long, low, heavy box. It'll be fun getting up the stairs, no doubt. Up a twisting staircase. There's a great deal of grumbling from the crew. The stairs are sharp-edged and wet. The box is heavy, and its content inclined to shift. After a few slips and a bad bruise to shin, you resort to placing crew members along the stairs and handing the box along. There's a warehouse at the top of the stairs, but it's not apparently your destination. Another sign points along the narrow path towards the building with the spire. "Deliveries," it says, more aggressively this time. Someone in the spired building is singing. The song sets your teeth on edge. You have a long, heavy box, a winding path ahead that runs perhaps a quarter mile through the mist, a crew that is beginning to mutter about having to landlubber work. There's a warehouse just to your right, but the sign says delivery are to be taken onward. Says it rather emphatically, as a matter of fact. Okay, like for instance, but this isn't the kind of part where we can do. You know, let's send ahead the building for extra hand. Let's see what this does. If they want the boxes delivered, they can do it themselves. Telling it as it is. The closer you get, the less the building with the spire looks like a church. The walls are soot blackened and made of brick. There are no windows, only narrow vents up near the roof. From these comes a low and cheerful singing. At last you are close enough to bang on the door. An austere acolyte answers it. She's dressed in black from head to foot. Her gloves are thick leather and her goggles are double glass. She continues singing right up to the moment that she has to acknowledge you. "Leave the boxes." She stops, pushing the goggles away from her eyes. She has noticed, perhaps for the first time, that there are no boxes. "Deliveries come all the way up here," she says before singing again. You indicate that your crew is unaccustomed to that sort of work. She looks as exasperated as a person can while continuing to sing about rabbit's feet and edible emeralds, but at last she says she'll see to it if you can lead her servants to correct landing. You now have one station 3 earning the acolyte's favor. Okay. Not much later, you are standing in the mist watching a parade of claymen. They hoist the boxes on their shoulders and march away, surprisingly quiet, towards the building which the steeple. An austere acolyte leads them, her lamp swinging on the chain. Follow because you haven't been paid. Yeah? These folks seem disorganized. Who's to say they'll remember to bring your payment? The etiquette of bill collecting. You follow the procession at a polite distance, but not so polite as to suggest that you be willing to go away. The austere acolyte directs the arrangement of the long box in the room under the steeple. There are many other boxes there already, stacked in rows, 3 or 4 times as many as you have brought. In another corner of the room is a pile of wood from previous boxes already emptied and dismantled. Singing to herself about a mountain upholstered in velvet, she takes a crowbar to the box. The corpse inside is permanently dead, in a way that the dead of London often are not. Not a drowny, not a tomb colonist, but not coming back either. It looks pale and ordinary except for the slight distension of the skin over the breastbone. Gently, the acolyte presses there and nods, singing about tulips embroidered with yellow floss. She lifts the body onto a marble slab. Without pause in her lyrics, she prepares a scalpel. Your presence does not seem to bother her. Watch with medical interest. Yeah, sure. I mean, probably not different from just watching, so let's roll for it. Whatever she's about to do, it's surely to be anatomically informative. Oh, we failed in the challenge. Metal in metal. The austere acolyte extracts deftly and with very little blood a heart-sized sphere of silver-grey metal. Despite your keenest observation, you cannot work out how the sphere grew there or what it is for. With a giant nutcracker, she cracks the sphere and another sphere inside that and another. Finally, in the center, she comes to something heavy, small and black. She lifts it out with tongues and looks at it through her goggles. The song falters, but she manages to keep humming, though the words are lost. She puts the black and heavy thing into a jar marked with a word of the correspondence. She closes the jar and seals it with red wax. Finally, when the corpse is removed again and the marble slab wiped clean, she comes to pay you. Thank you, she says. Return another day. I have something else for you. Okay. From time to time, I should admit there's something you can do for her. Okay. So inside the little gate, nothing here. We can return later. Back to dock. Okay, let's see. A straightforward challenge. Ooh, she asked you to keep night watch on the dump where she threw away the unusual hard stuff. Snugglers along the shore. The play proves to be wide field, knee-deep in the dark matter, thousands of hearts worth. Looking too closely at it makes you dizzy. Looking too far away from it makes you a poor watchman. It makes for an uncomfortable couple of hours, pacing around the dumping ground, which runs all the way down the beach. In the last quarter of the watch, there's stealthy movement and a rowboat, 3 hooded figures. Okay, got more favors from this. They move stealthily in the dock. They haven't noticed you yet. Challenge them immediately. Or watch until you know what they're up to. You can always intervene after. Yeah, let's watch what they're up to. Straightforward challenge anyways. Oh, they're giving us something. What are we gonna dump? Oh, we need dark drop coffees for something. Let's dump fuel. Fuel is the best thing to dump. We can get it easily. Sing-song and bishoprics. They're singing to themselves and carrying lenses of some sort, and they know enough to be looking through the most recent part of the pile. It's plain someone's tipped them off about a particularly juicy scandal that has just lately been discarded. From the whispers in the dock, you even have some idea what it is. A bishopric in the balance, a secret alliance with the brass embassy. Before they finish their search, you take them by surprise and send them scrambling. They even drop something in the process. Okay, and anything else we can do here? No. But with those beans, I'm pretty sure we can talk to you with those beans. Yes. It also costs us 1 supplies, but since this is we're probably not gonna have these beans very often, so we're gonna use our little supplies what we have for this. Invite her to dine with you. Captain's cabin, is it? Alright, but I want a cafe sorbet for dessert. What? I like cafe sorbet. No sorbet, no dinner. Excuse me, someone's caught fire again. Yes, I was in the Navy. Do you think I'd stolen the uniform? I tried before they threw me out. She grins and spoons more sorbet on her plate. I'm older than I look. We're all older than we look to you people. An occurrence. You're learning about the new Presbyterian Adventure School is now an acquaintance. You lost socks, lost supplies, got a disease story. Can we talk to you again? Oh. Sorbet and arm wrestling. Iron challenge, and we need more beans. Okay. So we probably want to increase our irons before we do that. But then we are just gonna start sailing and trying to find... what is the place called again? Polythreme, is it? Polythreme, yeah. And hope that we can find it, like, honestly, I don't know where it is. Which is bad, because we're gonna have a bad time if we don't find it. I wonder if we lose, like use less fuel if we go the slower speed. But then we're gonna lose more supplies, because it's gonna take us longer. So let's just hope that we can find polythreme from somewhere. Hey, there's some... Oh, that's not land. Just saw something darker here. I was thought there's probably some land there. It's not land, it's just a deeper patch of the ocean. Okay, polythreme, where are you? Would really like to find you. We got ourselves a buoy over here, so let's go towards the buoy. At least we can save just maybe... Ooh, the salt line some distance to the west. Okay, maybe we'll go check on the salt lines. That's not polythreme though. Yeah, maybe we'll check on them if we come back this way. Okay, we have entered a fog bank. That's not the best thing in the world. Oh, there's another buoy over there, so let's go towards the buoy. Oh yeah, we know the salt line some distance to the west. We just don't want to go there right now. We need to find polythreme first. Because I think remember that last time I played and I went to polythreme, I think polythreme was like just below or above Khan's things. So I'm assuming it's somewhere nearby here this time as well. Of course, probably shouldn't assume such things. Because at some point we're gonna have to just... If we don't find it, we're gonna have to make the decision that, well, we're just gonna have to turn back. Go, but we can't go back to London without the thing. I mean, if we have the 1,000 echoes, maybe we can just give that back to them, or maybe if we just say to the cheery man that, hey, yeah, we're... Nuncio is some distance to the northeast. Okay, where's that? Well, that's something we can go check on. It's not that far, and it's kinda in the direction where we're going towards. Okay, let's just do that to get those fragments. And here we have Nuncio. Okay, let's go to Nuncio, see what we got here, and really hope that we can find polythreme after we leave from here. Oh, is this is the post place? Nuncio, do not return, sender. Taciturn functionaries walk the decks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rats' eyes, and their ceaseless chattering rolls like the tide. Shops here? There is a shop here. Okay, but we don't have the money, right? Oh, or we could buy one fuel. Yeah, well, let's buy the one fuel. We have money for that, so we'll do it. So we can go to the postman's tavern. We can explore along the beach. Okay, let's go to the postman's tavern. The Inky Blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. Lit by two roaring fires, one at either end of the room, the bartender is in postman's uniform, like almost all the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. So what we can do here, we can allow the Clattery Heir to offer her services, we can do something... Okay, let's allow the Clattery Heir to offer her services first of all. She could remove the call from a postal worker. They wouldn't be a worker anymore, of course. The airless postwoman won't hear it. The hairless postwoman. But you do get one taker. I miss London, he says. I'm tired. The inside of my mouth tastes like stamp glue. Blunt Thomas gives a bottle of rum and the use of the basement. No amenities, but I don't fancy cleaning the blood of a better floor. The patient takes off his uniform for the last time and lies on the cold floor. No spectators, says the Clattery Heir harshly, and puts you out of the room. She comes out later with a scrap of skin from the patient's chest. The patient follows, whistling a tune from Mahogany Hall. So we have one Clattery souvenir, one Clattery treatment. Nuncio, does that make us be able to speak to you about other things? No. We're gonna be Clattery Heir signal. Okay. Yeah, back to the tavern we go. There was more stuff we could hear. We could listen in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. Amazing what you get for a penny stamp. delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open, the servants they bribed, the delivery charges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients. Stands to reason, if the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the airless postwoman. Hairless! It's just... because we have a cloudy air here. When I see this, I think we should be talking about, but no, hairless and airless are very different things. You could be both, though. So we have one newcomer in Nuncio, cultivating friendship with postmen. So let's ask why the local currency consists of rats. 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy on our table. Scarcity is not an issue. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly. Or maybe it's just the lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying things around, you get in the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, in a prayer to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd guess this story they often tell the newcomers. Okay. Ask why the hairless postwoman is hairless. I'll look at some interesting explosive package, maybe. Faux pas. No, she says. Curt, not pleased, you asked. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nuncio. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has blocking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postman is still glaring at you. Oh, we lost one of our things here. Can we get more if we... Yeah, just... Okay, can we just like... Oh! Oh, there... Maybe the text changed and I just didn't realize. There must be more than this. Dead letter office. Big building, center of town, hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. Okay. Ask to borrow uniform. Once you're fit in here, you need one. Look but not touch. They're polite, even apologetic about your request. You're welcome here, and welcome to take shifts at Dead Letter office. You cannot wear the uniform unless you were a postal employee back in fallen London. Regulations. Blonde Thomas lets you have a look at his uniform jacket at least. Neat stitching, gilded buttons, thin but dignified circle of braid at the collar. Inside, a patch that goes over the heart, stitched with 6 red letters. You can't read it, but it makes your eyes itch and your scalp feel like burning. Okay, so back to the docks. Let's explore along the beach first of all. There's a long stretch of shale, dotted with washed up kegs and barrels and smaller flotsam. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letter or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them, as far as you can see in this blackness, carried by a powerful current. Let's collect material for the Dead Letter office here. Will of its own. You make your way along the shore with a big sack. Many of the envelopes are too damp to read, their address is permanently lost, but a surprising number are still legible. There are also parcels. Here and there is a crate, a message in a wine bottle, a sealed cask that's bobbed up out of a shipwreck. Your sack ought to get heavy with all these contents, but it pulls upwards and away, straining inland towards Dead Letter office like an unmanageable dog. Okay. We're familiar with the pull here, apparently. Study the currents here, a pages thing. Like now we could upgrade our pages for a better chance, but 36 is still quite low. Rescue a ticking parcel. It says refused by recipient. What could possibly go wrong? Well, let's rescue it. Tick, 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 tick. Inside layers and layers of wadded cotton is an elegant anniversary clock, gilded ratwork gears under a glass dome, sapphire face, cinch-like embellished hands. Designed to run for a year and day before stopping. Most likely a wedding gift. The winding key is not included. An oversight? Or is this a wedding gift from someone who did not expect the marriage to last? Whatever the giver's intention, it hardly matters now. Even without its key, the clock works and jewels will fetch a nice price. So we get one outlandish artifact, and just remember we needed an outlandish artifact for something, I think. I'm not sure at all what. Let's collect material for the Dead Letter's office. That's where all this flotsam belongs, so it can be sorted. Wait, I just did that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I just did that. Well, let's see if we can study the currents. It's no use. A few hours of exploration of squinting out the sea and flinging shiny floats in the water produces no better understanding than before. Okay, then let's go to the dead letter office. There is a sign of a cancelled stamp over the door. Extensive tour. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business. A much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine manned, ratted? By a postal rat. A rat is Faber in the pinstriped hat. It shovels sludge, damp letters in the machine's hopper, and they come out dried, clean, pressed, and sorted in the slots by size and quality of paper. Okay. Make a study of what goes in the back room. Okay, we need something awaits us. Feed your undeliverable letters in the sorting machine. The gleaming hopper awaits. 52 categories. After prolonged whirring, the machine begins to distribute. 7 invitations etched in gilt into the correspondence of the aristocracy slot. 2 oversized parcels probably containing books in the books tray. 1 stamped bronze tablet that drops with a clink into the bin marked First City. The postal rat watches all this with an air of satisfaction. Okay, we got experienced shift worker here. Let's do that again. It's the same thing, but nothing has changed because we already got those. Let's converse with the postal rat. Why doesn't it make a machine like this one back in London? Might lead to fewer dead letters in the first place. Regulations.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be permitted at all.
There are strict rules about the initial handling and sorting of post. An experimental machine might mangle the letters. It's only the dead material that is unimportant enough to be entrusted to a rat's Faber. His voice isn't bitter, but he twists a coil so hard that it springs sideways out of the machine and pings off your shoe. Okay, let's ask the postal rat for a key in the basement. You work here long enough now, and you might need one. No trouble at all. He's surprised by the request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one ever asks for a key, but he'll cut you a new one. Just be careful in there, and come out if you start to feel wrong. So let's go to the back rooms. Deep and deeper. You had expected a few shelves of supplies, more files of letters, a few years older. No, it's a pit. So deep that lantern light does not show the bottom. A spiral walkway descends along its wall, and the spiral opens wider as it goes, as if you were looking through the narrow end of a very large shell. Lining this wall are shelves and nooks, uneven in size. Some are a few inches square and contain single scrolls of papyrus. Others support crates bigger than coffins. They are made of woody fungus, grown to meet requirements. There are no marks of carpentry or any of the postal rat's handiwork. 3 turns down the spiral and you feel you can't breathe. Time to leave. You can come back later. Maybe. Oh, 5 terror. We're at 60 fun. That's really not good. Let's tell the postal rat our basement findings. Troubled but not surprised.
They say that's been there since before we came. Before we were Londoners indeed. Before there was dead letter office. There was somewhere else, and they built the last layer on top of what was there before, and so on.
When you press him a little further, he says,
I've been down there. Didn't like it much, but I wanted to test my machine. Thought if I could handle some of the very old dead letters, that would be a good sign, you know. Evidence the machine was in a working order, good strong sorting categories, and so forth.
He paused.
There's letters down there that set your hair on fire if you much as look at them. See the bald patch on my left leg? That was in the machine accident, oh no. That sings right over as soon as I put my nose into one of them letters.
I gotta stop doing that rat voice. That's not really even a good rat voice. Should go maybe
Bit more squeakier, but
really hurts my throat. Oh, we have an extraordinary implication. Interesting. And Telotera, we could do something good with extraordinary implications. Okay, if we had 5 Foxfire candles, we could go to the basement with flame. Send in the basement with mirrors. If our mirrors quality was higher, but we can't really get it that much. Okay, let's just end our shift here now. It's probably good. Let's assemble a port report. Most of the inhabitants were Londoners once, but that doesn't mean they are now. Uniform behavior. Cataloging all the peculiarities of this place takes many pages. The tailor who imports gilt buttons and braid just to be able to keep everyone's uniform in condition. The fashion of wearing a post bag with nothing inside. Wearing it open, wear it upside down, torn apart, or as a hat. Wear it any way that will show it doesn't have letters in it. Then there are the sitting rooms prepared in cancelled stamps, the bergamot pomegranate curd on toast, the commerce in rat corpses, the hatred of cats, the absolute custom against ever issuing a paper invitation for any event, no matter how formal. It's the familiarity, the not quite Londonness of the place that makes it also odd. Okay, and I think that's all I want to do here right now. We can't buy anything because we don't have enough money, because we need 1,000. So let's head out and try to find Polo 3, but we're gonna try to find it in the next episode, because we're gonna put a card in here. I'm Uncle Carp, this has been Sunless Sea. Goodbye world, thanks for watching, see you next time.